Hello! Welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live, where we solve the world's best crosswords together every day, live on stream. We got a lot of people going in YouTube, especially. Angie's here early, which I love to see. Minnie is back. And we got Boy I Am, all saying hey to each other. We're rolling on TikTok, see some usual familiar names there as well. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July. Yesterday was our first day not streaming since we started doing the Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live, and I missed you all. Minnie says, Jack, Minnie, how you doing? We are back. I am psyched to dive into this crossword with you. We are solving an LA Times crossword today, and that means we don't get a title. LA Times crosswords are not titled. Just to prove it to you, LA Times Daily Crossword. It's by Zachary David Levy, and I'm looking forward to figuring out what the deal is. I've noticed the black squares look awfully strange in this one. Normally with crosswords you get rotational symmetry, which means that if you turn the grid upside down, the pattern of black squares doesn't change. Today it looks like we're getting left-right symmetry, which is a little rare. It's probably done for thematic reasons. It looks a little bit like a smiley face, but I don't know if that's intentional or not. I'm noticing nice. And we got Lay in chat, cool. And Michelle says it's smiling. Yeah, it does look like that, doesn't it? I don't know if that's intentional, but we will find out soon enough. If you're new here, my name is Jack. I will guide us through the crossword, but these are always more fun the more collaborative they are. So if you see a clue and think you know the answer, pop it into chat, and I will collect everybody's input and really make this a group-solving effort. Lay says LA Times is a good change. I'm glad you think so. I've been enjoying them as well. Okay. Well, let's get on with it then. One across. That's on me. That's on me. Oh, Boy I Am says Zach is my first name. Ah. You didn't make this crossword, though, did you? Warthog giving me some smiles. All right, that's on me as one across. I don't know if we have any good guesses for this. We got Zach and Jack hanging out. 14 across. Let's check it. Ballet move. Supermat on Instagram says hi. How do you, Supermat? Here to solve a crossword? Ballet move. 4 letters. Janice says mine. For which one? That's on me, maybe? Mine? Dad Not Dude says plie and even includes the little accent mark, which I like. Tina guesses turn, which I guess also could be a ballet move, but I feel like plie is more specific to ballet, right? A plie is when a ballerina kind of ducks down, bends at the knees. Supermat is always talking to me about current movies. Saw Jurassic World yesterday. I have not seen that one. Bobby is guessing oops for that's on me. I like that guess a lot. Yeah, that's on me. That's my bad. Oops. I think that fits nicely. Arkadium asking any ballerinas in here. That seems unlikely, but that would be very cool. Plie means to bend, right? Yeah, a lot of people guessing mine for one across. Mine. We'll check the downs. I'm liking oops a little bit more. User255 says, oops, I did it again. Ooh, Tess points out that jeté is also 4 letters, so it is possible that 14 across is not correct. Oh, Arkadium, our moderator, did ballet. Really? That's cool. So what's your vote? Plie or jeté? Puzzle Tank, thanks for following us. Your username is very appropriate. Minnie says, I did ballet for 2 weeks when I was 4. Does that count? That absolutely counts. That makes you a ballerina. Newsstands, we got a question mark, which means we should not be taking this seriously. Lay says kiosk, but it doesn't work with the letter. It also, the letters that we have, it also doesn't work with the plurality in the clue. Newsstands. Piers says hello from the UK. Hi, Piers. How you doing? Boy I Am says plie is more likely in a crossword. That's a good point as well. Sometimes when you're deciding between two entries that both fit the clue, both fit the spaces you have, just pick the one with more common letters. It's just more likely. Jeté has a J in it. J's are very uncommon, so plie is just a more likely crossword word. When all else fails, that really works. User255, thanks for sharing the live. Lay says op-eds. Nice, yeah. I like that. News stands. Stands like taking a stand, putting out your opinion in an op-ed piece. That seems right. Very good. 17 across, some FD members. I'm guessing FD is fire department? Unless people think it stands for something else. Someone with a dot for a username says, I've done ballet since I was 5 and I'm 20. Oh, so you're a total ballerina. You definitely qualify. And Jilly says, what are op-eds? Op-eds are opinion pieces in newspapers, often submitted by readers, so not written by the editorial board. And so it's like, if you just want to have an opinion published in the newspaper, it's called an op-ed. Ooh, nice. Like a lot of the guesses I'm seeing for this. Boy on YouTube. Cece says, is this a hard? Also, is there a theme? Okay, this is the LA Times puzzle from yesterday, Friday. LA Times gets progressively harder throughout the week, so yes, I would say this is definitely a hard crossword. There will be a theme, but there is no title. But Tina and Ethan Ray and Jessica all say EMTs, as does Boy I Am. EMTs at 17 across. Yeah, for some fire department members. Makes an abundance of sense. Yeah. Looks good. And then Boy I Am is preempting 2 down. I don't think I even showed this, but native of Tabasco saw Olmec as maybe the only 5-letter word that could complete this. Olmecs were an ancient civilization in Mexico, kind of alongside the Mayans and Aztecs. Yeah, Boy I Am says New York Times also gets harder throughout the week. Yeah, LA Times has a very similar cadence to the New York Times. I think the only difference is that the New York Times, the Friday puzzle, does not have a theme. LA Times Friday, which we're doing now, does have a theme. Tina says, my father-in-law was an EMT. That's cool. Latte order. Ethan Ray, Michelle, Tess, and Jasmine all guessing decaf. I like that. I mean, I don't like decaf lattes. It seems like kind of a waste, but I like it as a crossword entry. Boy, I am notes that this could have been Edward James Olmos too. Yeah, so you took a stab. Olmec versus Olmos. User 255 says, lots of EMTs yesterday during the fireworks. I hope they weren't needed and just there for precaution. Did anyone else see fireworks yesterday? I really enjoyed the display near me. 24 across, average Joe. Piers was quick on that one. Joe Schmo. Average Joe is just a regular Schmo. Cool. Looks good. What's this? 4 down. Yeah, we basically have this in place. Word in a magical phrase. Barbara on Facebook saying hello. Hey to you. How you doing? Ethan Ray points out that there's still caffeine in decaf usually, but not much. Okay, fair point. I guess I won't judge you if you order a decaf latte. Dad Not Dude and Jilly and Peters all say sesame. Yeah. Open sesame, I think, is the magical phrase in question. Open sesame. Minnie's Minnie got that as well. Sweet. We are rolling. Pretty smooth first. Arkadium only drinks decaf. Oh no. I'm throwing shade on the moderator today. Cletus is like, I will judge. Yeah. I'm keeping my judgment to myself. Miss Rhonda says I can't tolerate caffeine. But do you still order decaf lattes, or do you just say get an herbal tea or something? Okay, 3 down. We have an asterisk, which tells me that this is going to be our first theme answer of the day. Jet setter is the clue, and so far we have pitch something. Nothing's jumping out at me just yet. Yeah, Jessica pointing out it's a starred clue, so something. Holly says, I can't function without caffeine. I'm the same way. I need it every day. But Miss Rhonda likes the decaf. And Cletus says I drink decaf only to drink with dessert if it's late. Yeah, that is that's reasonable. I'll let that pass. Name that also means son of in Hebrew. Dad Not Dude was quick on that one. User 255 guesses Yosef and says it doesn't fit. No, I think Ben makes a lot of sense. And Cherry, thanks for following us. Thanks a lot. If anyone else is watching and not following, do please consider it. It helps us a lot continue the show, and it helps you because we stream every day. We do this every day at noon, and if you follow us, it's a great way to get reminded of when we're streaming. All right, Tina and Cece and some others, Ethan, Warthog, are all saying pitch black, which does fit nicely, but I don't see how it fits the clue. A jet set. When I think of a jet setter, I think of someone who's always getting on a plane, traveling around the world, right? Am I losing it? Or is there a joke here that I'm missing? I mean, it's a theme answer, so there's something. Yeah, jet black. I see. So jet is a shade of black. Not fully getting it, though. Not fully getting it. Like, why jet setter? Jet black, pitch black. Okay. Georgia Capital. Right. Georgia Capital. Cletus was quick on that one. Billiam, close behind. ATL, Atlanta. Nice. Tons. 30 down is tons. What do we got? We got 30 down. Yeah, Jasmine. I like Jasmine's guess. And Rob. And Stacy. All saying a lot. Tons. A lot. Yeah. Okay, people are talking theme, and I don't know. User255 and Michelle. Let me scroll back. I want to make sure I'm not. So Michelle says, are setters the dog black? Maybe. I see. So setter is a type of dog. Maybe they're black. Yeah, maybe there's something dog-like. Let's really think on it when we get a second starred clue. Maybe there's just something off about this clue. But if the next one also feels off, then we'll really have to figure something out. Spot for rumination, 38 across. Oh, I see this. This is a clever clue. Yeah, Ria says they're red. Setters are red. But Dad Not Dude and Billiam and Miss Rhonda and Warthog and Jilly all saying Lee for 38 across. Lee is like a meadow. This is a word that means a meadow. And so rumination here is cows chewing on grass in a meadow. That's a really hard clue. Spot for rumination. You're thinking like you're reading Nook or something where you go to ruminate, but no, this is cows ruminating in a meadow. Very nice. Yeah, Tina likes it. I like it too. Warthog, yeah, cud, exactly. I don't know if warthogs ruminate. Probably not. 41 across. Creatures that make Frodo's sword glow blue. Sword glow blue. Any Lord of the Rings fans among us? Flyboy is. Orthognor is. Orthognor sounds like something from Lord of the Rings. Orcs. Yeah, Jerry Wybo also got orcs. Nice. And Boy I Am on YouTube. It's got to be orcs. Actress Polo at 31 down. We have almost all of this in place. I think Jessica sent me an emoji. There's no way there's an orc emoji, is there? I'm trying to make that out. They look like Ninja Turtles to me. What is that, Jessica? Tina says I've read the books many times. Angie on YouTube knew orcs as well. Carlito says, missed you all yesterday. Welcome back. Yeah, well, I missed you guys too. It is good to be back. Jess Coker says, hello, lovely bunch from UK, and then sends a heart. Thank you so much. Hello to you. Okay, Terry. Terry Polo is the actress. I mostly know Terry Polo from Meet the Parents. I think it was her parents that were being met in that movie. And Pierce, thanks for the heart. And Orthognor, thanks for following us. You guys are the best. Julio Firstborn says MB on Facebook. What is that? Is that Morning Brew? Are you giving me a little nod to my Morning Brew? Or is that a coincidence? Candace followed us. Thank you. Some Polynesian carvings. Boy I Am says I won't send emojis. Why? I love the emojis. Okay, what do we got? Carlito and Jerry Wybo and Flyboy and Boy I Am all saying tikis. Yeah, some Polynesian carvings are tikis. That's got to be right. Okay. How about it? We're kind of sticking because of the pattern of the black squares here. It's sort of channeling us downward, but I kind of want to enter the center of the puzzle here. Julio says, "This is weird, but I like it. Nice word search." Uh, this is not a word search. This is a crossword puzzle. Is this your first time solving a crossword? We're trying to fill the grid with words and phrases, and we get a clue for every entry. So this current clue is text formatting array. We have 3 letters already in place. And Shania and a bunch of other people and Miniest Mini are both saying fonts. Fonts, text formatting array. Wow. Yeah, I guess you get an array of fonts as your options when you're formatting text, I suppose is the idea there. 32 across, got ready for school. It's got a question mark. Yeah, Boy I Am says we are searching for words in a sense. I guess that's true. Got ready for school. I'm not really sure what this is. Maybe we have too many blanks. Maybe we need to chip away at it with the crosses. What do we think? Oh, Billiam, that's a good guess. Tutored. It fits. And I think it fits the clue. You get like a student ready for school by tutoring them. Could be. And tutored, Shania likes it. Let's go with it. Hollygus is tested, which I think could also, although I don't think tested quite fits, actually. We'd be 1 letter shy. Old TV dial letters. Starting with a U. Huh. I don't know. Miss Rhonda also guessing teacher for got ready for school. Teacher. Okay. TikTok is giving me pretty unanimous. Wow. Everyone on TikTok knows this, but I don't. I'm just going to be honest. Express my ignorance. UHF? Old TV dial letters? What is this? Everyone on TikTok knows it. Thomas Finnell, dude named Dave. Ultra high frequency. Shania, ever helpful with the definitions. Ultra high frequency. Okay, so this is, I guess it's an old TV. Jerry says I'm too young. I guess so. Jessica says you have to be old to get it. Oh no. CC says this is before me, I fear. Yeah, I'm in the same boat, CC. Julio guesses USB, but you're not alone. Other people on TikTok were guessing USB. Salon step. Yeah, Lay says it's a time when you'd hit the TV on its head to get it going again. Lucky says, hey everyone, what's the theme today? So we have not discovered a theme yet. We only have 1 theme answer. Jet Setter with Pitch Black. The clue is a little weird to me. It has a star, so I'm guessing we're going to find other stars. There's no title of today's puzzle because we're doing an LA Times crossword and they don't have titles. Meanwhile, everyone telling me a salon step is shampoo. Yeah, that works nicely. Jessa says, this thing hurts when it's in your eyes. Yeah. Just writing alternate clues. Maybe we should make a crossword together on stream sometime. Okay. What do we have? QB mishap. QB mishap. Dude named Dave and James NC and Sketching Owls all saying int. Yeah, that looks good. An interception. QB is shortened in the clue, which is often a hint that it's also going to be, the answer will also be shortened. So int is short for interception. So I think this is good. User255 says, where's Scav? He'd write good clues. I totally believe that. I don't know where Scav is today, but he's usually a star of these themes because he's very good at crosswords. Michelle says setter is a baseball term, I think, and they play on a pitch. I see. So maybe we're getting some baseball puns somehow. We still haven't figured this out, quite how jet setter maps onto pitch black. I keep waiting to find another starred clue. Then we need to look at the downs. Oh, but I looked at this one, ready for bed briefly, and Shayna Boyd wrote in PJs. Oh my. In PJs. Interesting. Boy, I Am likes it too. Julio Firstborn on Facebook says, if you're in your 30s, you're old. What? I feel so attacked. I feel so attacked. That ain't true. Gas additive brand. Setter in baseball. Dad Not Dude says that. Uh-oh. People are coming in and saying, Michelle, there's no such thing as a setter in baseball. I'm not the one to sort this out. Yeah, everyone on TikTok is offended by Julio's comment. No more offense. STP. Boy I Am and Flyboy both saying STP. Yeah, that's a gas additive brand. I mostly know it from crosswords, but I think they make various motor oil products. They sponsor the NASCAR. Okay, let's check. Okay, finally we have another starred clue. Good. This should be helpful, I think. Puget Sound is the clue. Puget Sound is a body of water by Seattle. So what do we got? We have some theories about baseball. What else? What else? Bowling. Yeah, Cece says, where's Scav with the baseball knowledge? I love how everyone is pining for Scav right now. Okay. Let's see. 7 Pacific. Yeah, Pacific maybe? Because it is in the Pacific. We probably need more clues. Yeah, do 43 across. Where's that? Yeah, good point. Let's do that. Liberates. Okay. Liberates. Bomb. People saying bomb. Atomic bomb for Puget Sound. I'm so confused. But Lady Bay and William Keaton and Sketching Owls all say freeze for liberates. Yeah, that fits perfectly. Makes sense with the clue. Fits with the F. And what's this? Dawn Goddess. That is correct. Okay. Everything's making sense. Everything except 7 down. Puget Sound. Huh. Maybe we check the J? Did I already look at this? Boy I Am is looking is trying to do completion on all of these without even seeing the clues, but I think you were right on 8 down. First Native American to win Olympic gold. What is 28 across? Yeah, let's do this one first. Jim Thorpe. Dad Not Dude got it. Jessica and Bobino. Jim Thorpe was an ultra athlete. And what is our current guess for? I'm getting lost in all the comments. Puget Sound, our current guess. Boy I Am likes Phone Home. And Shania also. And Cece's asking, how would that make sense for the clue? I'm wondering the same thing. Oh, I see something. Oh, I think I see something. I think I get what's going on. Shania says, I don't know, it's a baseball theme. No, it's not a baseball theme. Something else is going on here. Something else is happening. I'll wait for you guys to I'll wait for someone to figure it out. It's pretty cool. Holly Joyce says maybe the theme is alien movie references. Definitely not baseball, says Bex. Jerry says movie theme, ET theme, palindrome. No, it's none of these. All right, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. But yeah, keep that in mind. How is Puget Sound a clue for Phone Home? Spill it, Jack, says Angie. No, I want someone in chat to figure it out. Can you show 3 down clue again? Carrie, thanks for following us. 3 down clue is Jet Setter. And the answer was Pitch Black. Meanwhile, everyone is telling me that 15 across, like 7 Nolan Ryan games, no hit. Oh, so there's another baseball reference, but no, our theme today is not baseball. I feel pretty confident this time. Usually you guys get the theme before I do. Jules J, thanks for following us. Okay. What do we have? Walk heavily. M-Seat says sound and phone. Yeah, phones make sounds. It's not quite. Walk heavily. I hope I'm right. I'm acting all confident. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Lucky, Jules, and James all say tromp. Yeah, tromp makes sense. So you're saying it should be stomp, but I think tromp is also a word for walk heavily. So I'm happy enough with this. And then people are giving me guiding principle metaphorically is a North Star. That's very nice. Jilly got that, and others as well. So North Star is a guiding principle. And let's just check the crosses as we fill it in. Demo letters, that's demolition. Also a tough clue. Good one. Heh. And Billions Network for short. I never watched Billions, but I believe it was on Showtime. So that section is all good. User 255 says weird, so it is phone home. Yeah, there's something really weird happening. Something very strange happening. Let's try to find, maybe 11 down is probably another starred clue, but it's going to be hard without, any crosses. Shania says ET phone home, exactly. ET phone home is, that's what phone home is a reference to, right? Sybil's like, was ET filmed in Seattle? Okay, Lace says, can we check 11 down? Let's look at 11 down. Boxer brief. Oh, but meanwhile, M-Seat's got invitation abbreviation is RSVP. Looks great. Let's get started in this section. Ooh, Boy I Am might have it. Boy I Am on YouTube. I like what you're saying. User 255 has it. I like what you're saying. You're not reaching. I think you're right. I actually think you're right. User 255 is noting there are dogs in every clue. Look, not only are there dogs in every clue, I noticed because phone home is definitely an ET reference. And someone had mentioned that setter is a dog. Setter is a type of dog, and pitch black wasn't making sense. But jet does work for pitch black as a clue. And then pug is in Puget. And if you take pug out, you get ET sound. I think user 255 and Boy I Am simultaneously cracked this one. I don't really know why we're removing dogs from the clues, but notice boxer is a type of dog at 11 down. So I think we're definitely onto something. Lay says this is pretty cool. I agree. Pretty unusual. Cece's like, oh, remove dogs from the clue. Exactly. So I think that box 11 down is just brief. That's actually the clue. Chrissy Tin says, wow, nice job. And Shania is saying short-lived, which actually could work for brief. Short-lived. Wow, nice spot with just the S. I hope you're right, Shania. Yeah, well done. And then because brief is just the clue, we've removed boxer. Efon gave a heart for this awesome theme. Nice. Let's check the crosses on short-lived. I wonder if there's going to be some revealing. There should be some explainer answer. Maybe this long 53 across is going to explain why we're taking animals out of these clues. River that ends in Cairo. Vedart says, I'm back after a long time. Well, welcome back. Very pleased to have you. Lukey Pookie says the puzzle itself looks like an angry face. Interesting. I thought it looked like a smiling face. I wonder if it's supposed to look like a dog. No, that's a stretch. It's got maybe floppy ears. No. River that ends in Cairo. Tess says Nile. Carlito says Nile. It has to be Nile, doesn't it? Oh, Boy I Am. You're smart. Oh, what a brutal clue. Cairo is also a city in Illinois. Oh, that wasn't the Cairo you were thinking of? And the Ohio River, I guess, ends there. Brutal clue. Yeah, Lucky says Nile doesn't work with short-lived, but Ohio, this is the kind of misdirection we should expect on a late week puzzle, so I actually feel like Ohio might be right. Carlito's like, stop. I know. Not all. Drink Fake Coke says some, yeah. Okay, short-lived is actually checking out here. Tess is like Ohio. Damn, yeah. This is a devilish clue, man. River that ends in Cairo. 4 letters. They knew what they were doing. Miniest Mini's like, wasn't the Cairo I was thinking of? Yeah, you're not alone there. Seems like only Boy I Am caught on to that one. I think a couple of people on TikTok as well. Gage confirming the Ohio River ends in Cairo, Illinois. That's crazy. Oh, it's pronounced Cairo. The Illinois city is pronounced Cairo. Shop clamps. This is looking bad though. Maybe we do have an issue. Let's see. Yeah. James NC is saying vices. We got 2 different spellings of vices in chat. Some spelling it with a C and some with an S. I think that the shop with a C, it means like a bad habit. And with an S, it's the tool that holds things. So I'm going to put an S in. And not all, yeah, Boy I Am is pointing out it's most. Some I thought was reasonable, but no, most works well with vices. Cool. All right, back on track. Pegan Van and Joe Thomas both like most. Cool. Hopscotch in New York slang. Okay, this is a total mystery to me. And I grew up in the Northeast. I'm from New Jersey. I currently live in New Jersey. James NC says Potsy. Miss Rhonda says Potsy. Is that real? Are there any New Yorkers who grew up calling hopscotch Potsy? Jessica's like, never heard of this. Same. Never heard of this. Carlita says, I live in New York City and no clue. Yeah. James NC says, old school term. Very strange. I always called it hopscotch. Yeah. Weird. Let's make sure the crosses work. No one. Jessica says from upstate New York. Boy I Am says Margate, New Jersey here. Angie's in South Jersey. Okay, we got a lot of Jersey people. Bex and Shayna Boyd say cares. No one cares. It's such a mean-spirited clue. No one cares. Marcus, thanks for sharing the live. If anyone else has family or friends who love a crossword, let them know we're here, having a good time. Itinerant people whose flag depicts a wagon wheel. Interesting. William Keaton says, because you have to draw the grid through the potholes. Are you joking? Is that actually why it's called that, or are you just making a joke? Lee Hero, thank you for following us. Okay. And Drink Fake Coke, bunch of people coming in with guesses here. Yeah, Romani. I think it's with an I. The Romani are the itinerant people. That's looking good to me. And this looks very plausible. Unable to sit still. Might as well check the down as well. Count on Me at 23 down. And nada at 29 across. Del A and Amy Gal both saying antsy for unable to sit still. That looks good. Bex and Ephon. Man, TikTok chat is going nuts. I love it. Itineran says nil. Yeah, nada is nil, and then this one, count on me. Can do. Count on me. All right. Very nice. Let's do this little section here, and then we're in the bottom portion of the grid. Sort. Short clue for a short answer. Sort. What do we think? Minnie's giving me an emoji that I can't see. Oh, ants. They're ants for antsy. Oh my god. Yeah, a lot of people. Shayna Boyd and Shania says ilk. Tess says, what's ilk? Ilk means a type. So, people of that ilk are people of that sort, people of that type. Croc X, thanks for following us. Past due. This actually seems like a pretty straightforward clue. Finally. Vehicle on the move with a question mark. What do we think? Yeah, Minius Mini says we're on a short delay, by the way. It is sad but true that YouTube is a little behind TikTok, so I don't want to make you guys feel left out, but sometimes your comments come in a little later for me. But Angie on YouTube and Barbara on Facebook both got late for past due, as did Vidart. Late. That looks just right. And then let's see, Danny Powers, what happened? Everyone is reacting to Danny Powers. I missed his comment. Oh, it says I think I'm too dumb for crosswords. No, that is I don't accept that. We are doing a hard crossword, and so it's meant to be hard. That's the point. And the point is when we all get together and work on it together, then it's actually not so bad. We can make progress. Oh, by the way, I skipped this altogether. Van, vehicle on the move. I think that's a cute clue for like moving day. You use a van when you're moving apartments or houses. MP, thanks for following us. And Shayna, thanks for following us. You guys are the best. And Dad Nut Dude says teamwork, learn as we go. Exactly. No one is too dumb for crosswords. And Dumb Boy I Am says I'm Dumb Boy I Am. Except you're very much not dumb. You always get them right. Including this one. Boba DB, thanks for following us. Sorry if I butcher your usernames. Fort Knox, yeah. Flyboy got that one, nice. And someone said, did we do 23 across? Presumably we did. Yeah. Is this what you're asking about? No one cares. Danny Powers followed us, yay! So you didn't leave, you're not too dumb for crosswords, stick around. Low carb diet. Keto, yeah. Joe Thomas got that one. Mark Redwine. Actually, Mark Lazarus got it. Cool. And what do we have here? Julio says, I'm too dumb for crosswords on Facebook. No, you're not. Did you not hear my whole spiel to Danny? Same applies to you. Michelle, thanks for following us. Blank Finger. Danny says, I'm taking notes. Haha, good. Good. You'll be solving them on your own in no time, I promise. D and Warthog and Shania all say index finger. Nice. Tangle. Cece says, fun fact, keto was devised for diabetic children. Really? I didn't know that. I don't know how fun of a fact it is, but it is an interesting fact. Tangle. Sketching Owls and DNMP all saying not. Daisy's Dynasty likes not. Cool. Very good. All right, where do we go now? Let's go back to the left. I like a general left to right solve. Olive T corrects, it's for kids with epilepsy, actually. I need to look up origins of keto after this. Kendra agrees, though. It's not. Trig ratio. Any math fans in chat? Lucinda is a math fan, apparently. Thomas Fennell is a math fan, apparently. Becky, thanks for following us. Yeah, trig ratio, sine, cosine, tangent, all of those are ratios of sides of a triangle. Nice work. Carlita says, I dropped calc twice. No. Julio says, I hate trig. Come on. Give us a chance. Rattle off. What do we got? Yeah, Joe Thomas says name to rattle off. You just keep naming things, you're rattling them off. I like that. Julio says, even though I passed math with an A, I hated it. You couldn't have hated it that badly if you got an A. Vidart says trigonometry, right? Yeah, trig is short for trigonometry, exactly. Canadian tea brand. Okay, any Canadians in chat? Because I definitely don't know this. Canadian tea brand. Does anyone know this? Scorpio, thanks for following us. Boy I Am has a guess. Efon says salads. Kendra says I liked trig and calc. I hated stats. Stats, it's a different kind of math. I feel like it's often not taught right. That's my hot take on statistics. Cat Dist and Shania and Scorpio are all saying, and Santi all saying salada. Sure, I'm mispronouncing that. Boy I Am says that was a US brand of tea also at one time. Interesting. Salada? I'm probably... Okay. Roadrunner, thanks for liking the live. Should we check 53 across? I'm wondering if Olive T says, isn't your Arkadium homie Canadian? Yes, Amay, the other host of Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live, is Canadian, but I am not. So I don't know my Canadian tea brands, unfortunately. 53 across, Labatt offerings. Funnily, Labatt is a different Canadian beverage brand that I do know. Labatt, I believe, is a big beer brand in Canada. Am I wrong about that? Tess says, I helped my mom as a math tutor when she was finishing up her GED. It was fun to go back to high school math. That's awesome. Love that. Joe Thomas pointed, remembering the theme. Yes, I love it. Okay, remember the theme. It seems like we were removing dogs from the clues to make sense of things. So Jet Setter, we remove Setter, so Jet means pitch black. We remove Pug from Puget Sound to get ET sound, which is phone home. And we remove Boxer from Boxer Brief to just get brief, which is short-lived. So now Thomas, I believe it was, pointing out that we should remove Lab, which is a dog hidden in this clue. So it should just be, I guess, AT&T offerings. Is that the idea? This is wild. Wireless cat disc system, wireless routers. It fits nicely. Wow, AT&T offerings. What a weird theme. What a strange theme. Crazy. Oh, lucky guessing on a revealer like who let the dogs out. I like that. User 255 says I like it, and Warthog says good puzzle, and MC says wow. Tess says the long clues have been fun today. I'm glad everyone likes this. I do too. Ethan Ray followed us. Thank you. Bex says wow, good solve. Angie says holy cow. Everyone's digging this today. It's great. And Google Maps alternative, Flyboy and Shania and Miss Rhonda all saying Waze. Yeah, that's definitely it. User 255 pointing out Waze is a GPS app, exactly. Jilly, thanks for liking the live. It's a Maps app, Drink Fake Coke points out. Yeah. Vidart says, bye, guys. It's out of my brain. No! Stick around. You'll get better as we all work together. Allison Mace says, and Kendra say, aid for drink suffix. Tess says, if it's who let the dogs out, I will literally die. Yeah, drink suffix, lemonade, limeade, exactly. Inkling. Augustino Andy's back on YouTube. Hi to you. And Julio says, oh, ale is nice. Yeah, ale is nice. David and Santi and Olive Tea saying idea. And Allison Mace. Looks good. An idea is an inkling. Let's check this Z. Serene. Lucinda giving me my light bulbs. Gil got idea. Serene. Yeah, Zen. Miss Rhonda and Chrissy Tin and User 255 all writing Zen for Serene. Jean Bow. And only one letter left here. Studio Figure. Oh, MP says it's going to be eat and rent. So to use up is to eat. Like if you eat your resources, you use them up. That makes sense. Studio Figure. Hard clue, man. Studio as in a studio apartment. And figure as in a number associated with a studio apartment is your rent. Oof, tough clue. Let's maybe do a cross. Figure on the red carpet. Another figure. Yeah, Jessica putting a house and the money bag emoji. What do we got? Figure on the red carpet. Actress. A lot of people guessing actress. Yeah, that seems right. Oh, Tess guesses A-lister. I suppose that could work as well. Let's see. Do they both fit? They both fit. So we'll need some crosses. Let's try this one. Ah, we have an explainer. We have a revealing clue. Goldarn, or a hint to making the starred clues match their answers. Okay, what's this gonna be? What is this gonna be? Who's getting it first? Cletus is getting it first. Cece, I like your guess, but I think Lucinda and Cletus are a little closer here. Yeah, Tina got it. Warthog got it. Flyboy. Barbara on Facebook got it. Nice. Nice job, everybody. This is fun. Doggone. That's awesome. I'm glad there was some explainer, like, why are we removing dogs from clues? Goldarn. So doggone means kind of, it's like a quaint way to curse, essentially. It's like gosh darn. Shayna Boyd got it. Yeah, doggone is our revealer, and we're literally taking dogs away from their clues. Doggone. It's hilarious. Very nice. Olive T says dogs out was good too, though. I agree. Who let the dogs out would have been an awesome revealer for this puzzle. Nugget. Boy I Am says, well done to those who got it. Yes, I agree. Well done, everybody. User255 says Deaf, Melon, and A-lister. Yeah, Noggin and Melon, that checks out. And what do we... Yeah, we were deciding between actress and A-lister here. A-lister's looking good with Melon. Let's make sure the downs check out. Endorse remotely. Okay. Barbara found a melon emoji to send me. Allison May says, I love this type of TikTok. I'm glad to hear that. We do this every day. Every day at noon we're here solving fresh crosswords. So do come back. Luxray says e-sign. Yeah, endorse remotely is to sign electronically. That looks right. This better work. Yeah, okay. NCO rank. Let's see. What do we have? Yeah, Allison guesses SSGT, which is Staff Sergeant, I believe. So that's looking good as well. Just keep going on these downs here. They're working out for us. Nickname in Star Wars. Nickname in Star Wars. Yeah, Kendra. I like Kendra's guess. And MP. And Dad Not Dude and Ethan Ray all saying R2. Like R2D2. Kind of weird to see it spelled out like that, but I guess they do kind of call him R2, don't they? Let's see. Seemingly Forever is kind of a strange lineup of letters. Oh, Ethan Ray says that's how it's spelled in the books. Really? It's actually spelled out R2 like this? Kendra says my orange cat is named BB-8, so I have an affinity for the droids. That's awesome. Tina pointing out to me that this is no end. Seemingly Forever is no end. Yeah, that works. And let's check this. This looks like a name. Gregory Peck's co-star in the Paradine case. Ooh, I wouldn't have known this. It looks like Ann Todd. Do people know Ann Todd? Shania says Ann Todd. Gregory Peck's co-star. Is this a Hitchcock movie? It's a little before my time, unfortunately. Kind of like UHF TVs. All right. This last letter, toughened, crossing, word on a cornerstone. Okay, what's that going to be? Justin Norris knows what it's going to be. It's going to be inured for toughened. And boy, I am on YouTube getting all the answers right. Drinkveco confirms it is Hitchcock. And word on a cornerstone is anno, which is year in Latin. All right, one section left only in this very fun crossword. Let's make it count. Facility. Shania says she was a British actress, Anne Taj. She was the voice actress for Madeline. Interesting. Okay, what do we got? Facility. Yeah, Warthog and Rand and Allison Mason Matzo are all saying ease, as is Boy I Am. Team Matzo, thanks for liking the live. Facility is ease. Uses a gavel, 58 down. Not so easy. Uses a gavel. Let's make it count. Team Matzo points out that facile means easy in Spanish and Latin. Yeah, so the roots are similar. Facile is easy, and facility means with ease in English. Got actually several different guesses for 58 down. Raps for, like, hits the gavel on the counter, I guess. Not counter, what would you call that? And yeah, and people saying rule and robe, which are affiliated with gavels, but I think I like raps the best. Yeah. Let's make sure the double A checks out, so it's a little unusual. This is the life. This is the life. Yeah, Lucinda, the bench, exactly. Gavel raps, it hits the bench. Right. Thank you. Not the counter. Ah. This is the life. Ah. Neil Hospletter is feeling the life. Hydrotherapy spot. Also a spot where you might say, ah. What's the hydrotherapy spot? Yeah, Jay Joestar got spa. And we are almost there. One letter left. What do we have? Former NBAer known as the Big Cactus. That's hilarious. Minius Mini says, this is the life, solving crosswords. Exactly. That's how I feel too. We have the life right here, enjoying crosswords with each other. Attorney's title. We're going to end on an unusual letter here, a Q, it looks like. M Seats, just popping a Q in chat. And hopefully we get the confetti. Can I get a drum roll? And while I have you all hostage, let me encourage you to please follow us if you don't already. We stream every single day at noon Eastern time. And we always have fun like we did today. So if you follow us, it's a great way to be reminded of our streams, and it helps us continue the show. So do consider following. Allison Mace, thanks for following. Carlito, thanks for liking the live. Efon, thanks for the rose. I'm putting a Q in and seeing if we get confetti. Yes, nice. Nice work, everybody. That was awesome. Very fun theme today. Perplexing at first. You know, there's something, when you solve crosswords, you're used to your entries being mucked with, but you're not. Your clues are sacred, so it's much rarer that they're messing with your clues. So we kind of couldn't trust our clues today because we were supposed to make the dog gone. Remove setter from jet setter, remove pug from Puget Sound, remove boxer from boxer brief, and this is the craziest one, remove lab from Labatt offerings. Tess says, great crossword today. Carlito says, doggone it. Blonde Georgia gal followed us, thank you so much. I had a blast today, and do join us again tomorrow. I'll be back with a fresh crossword, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you there. Have a good rest of your day. Bye, everybody.